Hi, this is Mikelat from Building Aspirations, where we help small businesses grow with marketing and sales systems. And one of the most critical things for any type of system, whatever it is follow up. You need to follow up, and you need to follow up again, and you need to follow up again, and you need to follow up again. The key is being persistent but not obnoxious. And sometimes that's tough, but more often than not, people stop long before they're becoming obnoxious. Because people would always ask me, well, Mark, how do I know when I'm becoming obnoxious? Well, if you're really asking the question, you're not there yet. Eventually, the market will push you back if you're calling too much or following up too much, but most people don't follow up enough. And if you read the literature about sales follow-up, some people say 7 touches. I've seen online marketing studies that say 14 touches. So you need to remind someone, you need to remind someone, you need to remind someone, you need to remind someone again. In one of my workshops, I shared the story of early on in my speaking career when there was a lady, Patty, in Ohio. And she gave leadership development workshops, and I really appreciated her message. And I saw her in action multiple times, and I wanted to just network with her, connect with her a little bit. And I called her, left a message, didn't call me back. Called back sometime later, didn't call me back. Called back sometime later. I called back 12 times. And the first 11 times, I don't know how long I waited, a week, 2 weeks in between. And then the 12th time I called, I left a message, I hung up the phone. As soon as I had hung up the phone, she called. And she immediately apologized. Oh my gosh, Mark, I'm so sorry I haven't called you back earlier. That's a great example of being persistent but not obnoxious. Because if I was obnoxious, I wouldn't have got that warm greeting. She was helpful because every time I reached out to her, every time I left a voicemail message, I was kind, I was professional, and you need to do the same thing. And a lot of you, especially your sales staff, you're doing it, but you're not doing it properly. It's mathematical to you. Hi, this is Mark. I'm calling. I'm leaving a message about blah 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 blah. And if you heard that message that you're leaving, you wouldn't be wondering why people don't call you back, because the message is not warm. It's not sincere. You're portraying boredom in the message, right? Well, how can you connect with someone if you're bored? If you're not interesting? You need to be interesting, you need to be engaging, you need to be intriguing to get that individual to call you back. Now, sales is a tough game, and I do realize that you need to do this again and again and again, and it's tough, but with an effective follow-up system, it's going to be less tough. Your sales are going to be more successful. So whatever that means for your business, whatever that means for your company, whatever that means for your staff, work through the best follow-up system for you and put it into place, monitor it, and continue to refine it. This is Mark Mikelat from Building Aspirations sharing a tip about effective follow-up strategies. Thanks for listening.